In the last year, we have seen how we meet as teams change in the business world. Whether we're meeting in a building and now we're 6 feet apart with masks on, whether we're on Zoom all over the world, or any other platform, how we are meeting and how we are being with each other has changed. Today, we're going to talk about how to create trust with a virtual team. Hello, I'm Sarah Graves, Chief Relationship Officer for inviteCHANGE. I'm going to give you 4 steps on how to create team trust with your virtual team. First of all, foster autonomy. Autonomy is the quality that employees who love to work for organizations, that's their number one want. They want to be autonomous. And now, how do you do that when they're calling in or you're meeting on Zoom? How can you, as a leader, give that to your team? Well, first of all, be a good communicator. Make sure they know that you trust them. Look at the body of their work. And if there are specific areas that they need to grow on, communicate those and then build on them over time. Resist the urge to micromanage, because micromanaging shows that you don't really trust them. Here's my challenge to you. Do what you need to do to prepare yourself, whether it's with a coach or a colleague, but make sure that you are bringing this trust to your team, because as you trust them, they'll trust each other, and then the whole team elevates their game. Step number 2, create engagement. Many leaders want to demand or direct engagement. And as we know from engagement surveys, that doesn't really work. So how can you create engagement? Well, you can ask questions. You can get them collaborating and meeting separately and bringing a special project or some research to the rest of the team. If you know your team and you know what they're passionate about, ask them. Get them to volunteer and be part of the team and step up and shine in front of the rest of the team with what they're learning and sharing and engaging. This will have your team not only engage, but they will be cross-pollinating ideas. And again, you're elevating through innovation and creativity. Step number 3 is to prepare your team for what you expect. If you have a Zoom meeting coming up, make sure the agenda goes out in advance. If you want them to participate with a personal check-in at the beginning, make sure that's on the agenda. If you have an introvert on your team and you spring that on them in the last minute, they're not going to appreciate that. So make sure that you give your team what to prepare for. That again shows that you trust them, that if they have the information, they're going to show up. And you take a meeting from a task or a check the box to something that's enlivening. And at the end of the meeting, weave together the learnings, whether you do it or you have the team do it, but really take the moment to restate what it is that everyone is taking away from the meeting, whether they got information, inspiration, or both. Step number 4 is the job of the leader to weave. And by being a weaver, I mean to take all of the parts of your team, their contributions, their achievements, the learning that you've had individually and collectively, and as a leader, weave those together. And it may be through your curiosity, you'll even get deeper answers from the team. When you're on a Zoom meeting or when you're in the boardroom 6 feet apart with masks on, it's a great moment to exhale and allow what you've been learning and what you've been sharing and what you're about to go out and do. Put it into context, put it into purpose and the why of what you're doing and what you've been doing. And again, you will see exponential results from this meeting time, from this team building and trust building. And over time, you'll have a team that has such flow, innovation, and productivity that you will really know that you've built that team trust. Now ask yourself this reflective question. Why did you want to create team trust? Because you want to create a workplace where people love to work. I love to work at my workplace with my colleague, Janet M. Harvey. Check out her YouTube video on barriers to teamwork.